Tubeebaza abalabi baffe aba Gagamel TV abalungi mwebale kutubeererawo era tubasaba mwongere otwegattako omuzungu kyayita subscription n'akadaako mukakooneko kubanga ke kakujjukiza omulamwa Gagamel gwebaako. Ne leero tuzze ne producer Rinex. Mbuuzaako ku bawagizi bo.
Nga nsanyuse nnyo okubeera wano. Nsanyuse nnyo okubeera ku Gagamel TV. It's a big pleasure and I'm so honored nti ndi ku TV that is actually being run by my own people. Ngani musanyufu nnyo. Nga kyakabi nnyo kino kyamaanyi nnyo baganda bange. So abalabi baffe mwenna, greetings to everybody. I'm so happy to be here. I believe whatever we are going to share kigenda tuyamba fena, kiyambe music industry, kiyambe Gagamel TV, fena tukule. Yes sir.
Yeah, to start with, who is Rinex?
Rinex is a music producer who has been in the music industry for quite some time, and I'm not only just a music producer, but I call myself a brain mentor because at least the time I've been in the music industry, I have been studying.
Wait a moment. Tuba tukisusizza nnyo
Mboki?
brain mentor. Sooka obannyonnyole.
Okay. Brain mentor y'omuntu akubulira ebigambo ebitereeza kind of your mindset. Okay. You know, the time I've been in the music industry, like I was trying to explain, I've made so many mistakes. And one of the things I realized, it is through our mistakes that we do right things, you understand? So if you don't reflect, in most cases, tosobola kwetereza. You understand? Yes. So after realizing that, I started mentoring so many people, producers, musicians, those who are coming into music business basically. So and another thing, Rinex is the president of the Audio Producers Association, Uganda. I am one of the founders and I am still the current president.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Tutugambye, because some people, I hear they call you doctor.
Oh, yes.
Doctorate you storage.
Yes, Erinya doctor, I think a friend of mine, it's a friend of mine, a technical computer doctor. Why? Twali mu studio, we were sharing something in Mugamba, you know what? I think when I listen to music, I cannot fail to give an artist a Chindechi singer. You understand? Yes. That's why most of the songs is alize fulumanga ziliko Rinex. Basically, the idea comes from me, like from the beat. Nkube ngoma from scratch, and then I invite writers. They come up with good composition, you know. My work is just to direct the production process.
In short, you are a music doctor.
Exactly. So guys started calling me a music doctor. Then to do more research about music industry, about music business, and right now the knowledge I have, I'm equivalent to a doctor. I'm like, you know, yes, I'm equivalent to a doctor.
That's good.
Yes.
So, being a music doctor, what are the roles of a music producer?
Okay. The roles of a music producer actually depends on which angle you look at it. You may look at it as in a business perspective.
Okay.
Or in Uganda, producers look at themselves basically as those who just do recording, the artist, and that's all. But then a music producer is a person who has actually the vision of the whole project.
Okay.
Your work ranges from gathering ideas, choosing which kind of musician can fit that idea, listening to the composition. It is your work to choose whether the composition is okay or it needs more bit of editing. Then a producer's work is also you're also meant to supervise the mixing and mastering session, because at the end of the day, the entire output of a song depends on the music producer. But most guys in Uganda think a music producer's work only stops at creating beats. You record the artist, you do the mixing and mastering, that's all. No. A music producer's work goes actually beyond that. You're supposed to supervise the entire process. If a music project fails, the blame goes to the producer, because you didn't direct the process well. You understand? So it is actually the producer to look at the kind of music and the kind of audience that maybe would suit that kind of music. You understand? Then you come up, you design the song. You understand? You design the song so that the final output meets the right consumers. Yes, that's a music producer.
Osobola otuyamba n'oyongera okitutegeeza.
Yes, sir.
For example, bwe twogera mu ngeri ya gy'orelatingamu ne artists oba producers, engeri gye bakwataganamu ne ba artists. In such terms.
All right. In Ugandan setting, relationship here producer and artist, but they kind of minimal. Most producers don't know their roles towards a musician. Omwimbi bwabaze mu studio, apart from okumugamba nti nyimbiramu nkukubiremu ko waneeno katono, most of them don't actually go beyond that. Nenga in actual sense, a producer and an artist, omwimbi bwabaze mu studio abanga ze to be nurtured. You understand? An artist has come to you a person who is professional and technical. In music. You're supposed to listen to the artist. You have to first, actually, you have to draw your vision from the artist's vision. You understand? So basically, muli supposed to kwatagana, there is that connection that you two are supposed to have, actually, even before starting the programming process. You understand? But you realize in the Ugandan setting it is kind of different. When an artist comes in the studio, the best a producer does kutandikira okuba ngoma. Tatsoka kuwuliriza omuyimbi ayimbi eki.
What do you mean? Going and okuwulira omuyimbi by'anayimba.
And that you have to first listen. Then you direct accordingly. Yes, because nainga abantu abasinga with even I used to think tomimbi was in the studio, the first thing to do is to create the beat. You understand? After creating the beat, then more recording straight away. Nenga, one of the most important aspects in music is the composition. You understand? So as a producer, the relationship between a producer and an artist, actually, it is meant to start from there. Mulimo studio, you go through the composition. After going through the composition, you share the idea eyomuyimbi, then building it up. You understand? Then after building on that, you will know exactly, okay, since this artist wants to achieve this, I think I can bring in this kind of instrumentation. Yeah, I can use this instrument. I can use these kinds of effects to achieve this. You understand? Because basically our work is to help artists achieve their goals. You understand? To achieve their vision. Remember, at Jamu Studio, I need a hit song. I need to break through the market. But most artists don't know how. You understand? So it is basically the producer or the how to come up with that piece of music you want. But a producer, you're supposed to be very visionary. Yes, when you look at countries like Nigeria, the people running the game are producers and record labels. You understand? Because they're the people ababera mu music full time, so they are so deep into music. They are so musical. If you look at South Africa's industry right now, the music that is trending, it was a style formed by producers. The style called amapiano.
Okay.
You understand? So basically, producer is someone who is so instrumental in the music business. Naye ekizibu kye tubadde nakyo mu Uganda nti we hadn't realized our true potentials. You understand? Nti tubadde nga tukolera nnyo ku mateeka amakyamu. You understand? Nti omuyimbi babaze mu studio ajja kugamba I want this, I want something like this, nsampulingire n'engoma. Awo twavaawo. That actually affects a producer in so many ways. One, it limits.
I thought,
yes,
in this case, client abeera muyimbi. Yeah, I know okuinstructinga ky'olina omukolera.
Anti kakati, waliwo omuntu okuinstructinga nga that's his profession. Okitegeera? Ng'already kyakola akimanyi. You understand? Because waliwo omuntu ayogera nange about music, nangamba ne Rinex this effect mpulira tekoze eki tenyumiddeemuko Rinex I feel this and this and this and this because nange kenyini omuntu amanyi mba mumanyi. So when you tell me such a thing, I will evaluate your words, and then if you really understand what you're talking about, then we can share ideas. If you don't understand what you're talking about, then definitely I have to look for more professional people. We share ideas, we come up with something so nice. So actually that has been one of the biggest problems in Uganda. Until most musicians think they know. You understand? And at the end of the day, when they enter studio, they mess up things.
Wait a minute. What do you mean? Most of the musicians don't know.
Yes, most of them don't know. Where is our music industry?
Okay.
The music industry previously has been in the hands of the performing artists.
Okay.
You understand? And now they are the guys who appear most on TVs. They're the ones who get most endorsements. You understand? You understand? They're everything actually.
Okay.
Now there is a way they have actually failed or to recoup something out of the music business. That's why when you look at our performance musically, tetuli bulungi nnyo.
Okay.
You understand? This is the honest truth.
You're trying to mean we would be better.
We would be actually better. You understand? If we engage all the stakeholders in the music business, starting from the creation of music. You understand? Kwagamba omuyimbi bwoba okimanyi nti this producer gwengenda okola naye is professional. Why don't you listen to what he has to say? You understand? If I create a beat and I feel it is unique, why do you have to tell me you want a beat something like a Jamaican beat? When will I come up with my own creation? You understand, something that identifies Uganda. These days, ekisinga okutunda music, what makes music sell out is the uniqueness in the music. You understand?
Yes.
And you can't get that uniqueness every time you're sampling music. You understand? Someone who has just joined music like 2 years ago, taina chamanyi about music technology. If it comes to musical instruments, taina chamanyi, still ayagala je mu studio akugambe kyokola. Akugambe, you know what, nkubira something like this, nga mpulira code ye flatting, nga ne bamubuuza what is flatting tachimanyi. You understand? So I think where music is going, we should let everyone playing their role. You understand? Let a producer act as a producer, and you producers in Uganda, stop acting like beat makers. The producer's work does not only stop okuba ngoma na recording muyimbi. No, it goes beyond that. You understand? So I think it is high time we all elevated our standards. You understand? Than just okubeera nga tugezesa bugezesa buli kimu. You understand? Yes.
We often see musicians. Remember, you told us that you're behind the projects. In fact, you're the ones who creates the artist, isn't it? The musician.
Yes, actually we put the musician's vision into reality.
Okay.
You understand? Yes.
But sometimes, in fact, in most cases, we see musicians, like we get to know musicians more, and sometimes we know you, a small bit of you, or we don't even know you. What do you talk about that?
This industry has been so unprofessional.
Okay.
You understand? Until most producers join the industry maybe because of excitement and fun. They don't know the business side of it. When you're doing a professional business, definitely about your money, I have to care about my branding. I have to sell out my brand. You understand? Na ye fena twaingira mwene ndongolwa just because omanyi okuba piano is a programming or something, joining a music industry. Okay. So ebintu bya branding, how you're supposed to present yourself, financial management, ebisinga tetubimanyi. You understand? Ensonga waki ye producer abeera kabaka mu karumu ke mwakubira engoma ye toyina kyomugamba bw'oyingira mu room ye.
Okay.
You understand? Never ogamba when you go outside is not there. Okujjako a few who try to brand themselves well and market themselves outside. So I think it is just a problem, you understand, that we all have, but we are trying to fight all those problems. We are trying to put that business mentality mu mitwe gy'aba producer.
Okay.
Yes, and kijja kutereera.
As you're fighting it, are you working with the artists?
Yes, we are. We are working with artists. We are actually engaging so many artists. The message we are trying to preach nowadays is about the professional music business.
Okay.
Yes. Kati now professional music business kiba kitegeeza everyone has to be professional. Si muyimbi yeka.
I understand.
Omuyimbi, however professional you become, ng'okozesa producers you use producers who are mediocres, then you still era waka kugenda fulumya era jakuba just wakugezesa. Ze zino ennyimba ze tukola ezikubamu just weeks 2 mwezi gumu ne rubula. You understand? Because one party yagezaako okugoinga professional, then another party nesigala nga yeeyiiya. Kankwea an example, sigenda kukwogera ku any song, but I've had so many hit songs ezifulumye nezikuba ng'owulira audio mufu nnyo. You understand? Naye ekirufudde hit because of maybe a very clean video ne sente zatadde mu promotion. That's why such songs zikuba just for a few months nezibula forever. You understand? And nange kekenyini I did such songs bwezityo nga nyingi zinyimba ezikuba speed itawo tugende. Ezo nyimba ezikubanga myezi 2-3 nezikomaawo. It is because one party ebe failings of meeting that standard.
Okay.
You understand? Yes, so it is a problem that we are trying to fight. And I believe the music industry is getting there. Much as the artists are fighting to get professional, producers are doing the same, songwriters are doing the same. Yes.
Nga tetunayongerayo bulungi, wali mu intro nawulidde oyogera ku okulira a certain association, isn't it?
Yes.
Aha. Which association is that?
It is the Audio Producers Association, Uganda.
Okay.
Yeah, APAU. We call it is commonly known as APAU.
Okay.
Yeah. Now,
what does it do?
Now, APAU operates like a trade organization that supports and promotes the interests of its members. That is the Ugandan audio producers, record labels, and record companies. Yeah, we basically support their financial strength. You understand? And we also promote their creativity, what they create. Yes. So basically, if you look at the Ugandan music, APAU members actually contribute to like 95% of the music. that is aired in Uganda. You understand? So since APAO members produce almost all this music in Uganda, and so we felt it is actually our mandate.
A moment. What are you trying to say? 90%, what do you mean?
I mean,
is there some producers who are not Ugandan?
No,
who are not in the association?
No, there are some producers who actually who produce their songs outside Uganda.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's like the 5%.
Like they are not Ugandan?
No, there are some who are Ugandan. There are some musicians who decide to make music from abroad, you understand? Yes, so that's the 5%.
Okay.
But the 95% produce their music within Uganda. And if you produce your music within Uganda, then you're in the Ugandan audio industry, which is actually run by APAO. Yeah.
Are you trying to say that all producers in Uganda are registered under this association?
Not really all, because we haven't done enough mobilization and sensitization.
Okay.
But most of them are already subscribed to, let me say, like more than 50%.
Okay.
Are already subscribed to the association, and especially the top producers, almost all top producers are subscribed to the association. Okay. You understand? The guys who actually produce the real music we listen to, the music we consume. Okay. Yes. As we are still working on registering all the producers, yeah, we've actually come up with the standards. Yes, we have come up with standards to follow, and we've started a movement of moving to different studios, trying to sensitize them about clean music, quality music. Yes, so basically this is one of our roles as a PAO. Okay. Yes, to see that, okay, to actually protect the creative interest of our members. Okay. Yes.
Is it in one way or the other help other stakeholders?
Yeah, yes, because when the audio industry is down, definitely the music industry is down too. Okay. The audio industry is like the backbone of the entire music industry. You understand?
I understand.
When your country produces poor sound, definitely you'll produce poor music. Understand? So of late we've been meeting leaders of different stakeholders, trying to I mean, we had engagements with them about our music industry. Okay. Yes, about the quality of the music we release, about the ethics of music business, and how we can really professionalize the music business. Okay. Yes, and most of the stakeholders are so in for it, and they are so happy about the movement. Okay. Yeah, because at the end of the day, twagala kulaba nga music industry ekula. Ate music industry tesobola kula with one artist. Sure. You understand, each time there is monopoly in a certain game chiba chifu. Kisegiza that the rest baja kuba beyiya bweyiya. You understand? Awo tubanga abalemesa nkula na mu music industry. So as a PAO, we are grooming producers. Okay. Yes, not only producers but musicians too, because abayimbi, it is actually our mandate to make sure until those artists shine even beyond the borders of Uganda.
Okay, that's good.
Yes. So plus the songwriters too, talent managers, the DJs, all those guys, we have been trying to meet them. Nga ekisinga obukulu nga twagala kulaba nti music industry esokeveeko kweno level jeriko. Yes, and it starts by producing quality work. Yes.
Now, Mr. Rinex.
Yes.
Are there some problems this association faces?
Yeah, of course, like any rising association or organization, there are so many problems you face. One of the problems is resistance from the members. Okay. Yeah, and what causes resistance is basically the mindset. If you're dealing with a group of people, it is kind of tricky. Yeah, not everyone thinks the same. Okay. Yeah, so now bringing all those heads together, onaloza bilala, onaloza kumere ya lero, ono ali stressed tanayiga ku mixing and mastering, ono ali stressed bamugoba mu nyumba, you understand? Ono ayagala genda bweru yayongere maaso n'okusoma, ono amaze emyaka 10 mu industry takobanga ku hit. So you realize nti all those problems bazikutika ne bakuletera omuntu ogwo omuso. But ekirete ekyo ebizibu byonna byonna, it is just a mindset problem. Okay. Nti when producers start understanding this, nti it is actually you yourself okulwanira omulimu gwo to make it better, so that in the next 2 years olekerawo kaaba. Kizibu nnyo convincing people to think like that. You understand? So that's one of the biggest problems. The problem of the association, bizibu biri mu audio industry. Okay. You understand? There are quite many, and we can't explore all of them right now. If you look at the lives of producers in Uganda, their life is not tesanyusa. Okay. You understand? Tesanyusa because of the way we do our work. There is no professionalism.
Wait a moment. But if you talk about the life, what do you mean? Kubanga abantu abamu bakwegomba Rinex.
Yeah, anti kati audio industry teyimiride kunzenzeka. Okay. Yes, teyimiride kunzenzeka. Means okubeera nga I am one of those who are living a good life. You understand? Because basically I have my own ways of doing things. Yes. And so kuva mu studio nintulako online nenji ebintu byange, like I sell beats online. You understand? But I've tried preaching that to producers, still simanyi lwaki they haven't tebanakikwata ekyo. And another thing, katsoke tuve ku kiri ku the problems, so nkubulireko kino then tujja kudda ku problems. Besides selling beats online, like I sell music online too. Like I compose music with different writers. Okay. Some of them I pay them off. And then I also work with different producers and different musicians. I upload my music online. Okay. You understand? And these days music business has actually shifted online. You understand? Yeah, if you look at Kambawe example of America's industry, their music industry, statistics shown the last year 83% of the revenue generated from music industry came from music sales, online music sales and streaming. Okay. From those streaming sites. You understand? And then like 17% came from these other sources like physical sales and endorsements, bichi. Ekyo kiraga nti music business has actually shifted direction. You understand? It is now online. Okay. Now you realize nti the entire music industry of Uganda tenakibuuka ekyo. Balinga bakibuuka ne they have failed to understand how it is run. So actually, and the only way to learn it is by becoming professional.
They know it is there.
They know it is there.
They don't know how to do it.
They don't know how to do, and those you try to give them the how to do it. But kizibu nnyo okubamatiza because that's not what they know. Ekisooka ekyokubiri, most people fear becoming professional. Okay. You understand? And in any professional business, what you mind, okay, business, I cannot execute my business alone. You understand? I have to nkola nono to work. I mean, to make my business better. Yesterday, I was discussing with a friend. I met a new friend, and we were talking about professional music business. Okay. Then he gave me an example of his company. Nagamba, when he started his company, he runs one of the biggest companies in Uganda. Yes, he told me when I started my company, he made different partners. Now these partners never more two options. You either remain with you remain with all the shares in your company, but running a very small company, and having at least some small share, but with a very big company. You understand?
What did they mean?
Nga chagezako tegeza nti most of us, we want to run our businesses alone. You want the business to be self-centered. Njala kutula mu studio yange nkwate sente ekitegira nkube ngoma recording omuyimbi nkole mixing nkole mastering, and then after there are those even go ahead with designing. Ayagala ye designing ile poster a posting omuyimbi waba wakawe, then akwate camera agende ku field akwate video. You can't do everything yourself, you understand? Yes.